Hey, it's Cyrus. Congratulations. College has officially begun and now it's your first week. So now what? Well, in this video, I'm going over how to have a great first week of college from someone who had many of them. Starting with probably the most cliche, but also the most important piece of advice, go to all of your classes. There are two reasons why you want to make sure to go to all of them during your first week. Number one, those syllabus days tell you exactly what you need for class. You learn what your professor expects from you, what materials you'll need, how the class is structured, and what you're going to be doing for the semester. And number two, especially for freshmen, those first few days of class are some of the most social you'll ever have. Everyone is new. Everyone is trying to figure out where they're supposed to sit, who they're going to talk to, and what they're even doing. So talk to the people around you. You might never talk to that person sitting next to you again, or you might end up becoming really good friends. You won't know unless you actually show up. Going along with this last piece of advice, meet people in your major. It's almost a guarantee you will meet a lot of people your first week of college, whether because you put yourself out there to be social or someone else did. That's just how the beginning of college is. It's a really exciting time and everyone is looking for their people. But it's so important that you meet the people in your major and make a good first impression. Those people will probably become your lifelines at some point. You're going to have the same classes together, study together, complain about the same professors together, and eventually help each other during some pretty difficult assignments and before exams. And they'll depend on you just as much as you may depend on them. I realize this now, but a lot of my earlier academic challenges actually came from the times when I was, on the rare occasion, studying completely by myself. I didn't have anyone to ask a quick question to. I couldn't compare notes with anyone. I couldn't banter over the material, and sometimes I didn't even realize I was struggling with something until I was already neck deep in trouble. You don't have to become best friends with everyone in your major. Just get to know some people, exchange contact information eventually, and be someone who's willing to help when you can. Because at some point, you're probably going to need them. And they're probably going to need you too. Next up, for your first week, explore your new environment, both your dorm and your campus. One thing I would do during my first week, and maybe even my first month on campus, is try out everything. This is not the time to get into your consistent daily routine of getting coffee at the same place every day at the same time. You want to cast a wide net and have a bunch of little experiences here and there to figure out where you're the most comfortable. Now, if you already know that, or you figured it out pretty early, that's great. Go there more often and establish yourself. But if you're like me and need a little more time to figure that out, or you're just kind of comfortable everywhere, just explore. Go around your dorm and see what it has. Try some of the food on campus. Find some cool buildings. Check out the library. See what your student center is like and just wander around. And one little pro tip I have is to invite someone along with you while you're doing this. Maybe ask someone from your dorm if they want to grab food, or maybe walk around campus with someone after class. That way, you're not only getting to know your new environment, you're also building a little connection with someone at the same time. And who knows, you might look back on that random walk around campus or that first meal you had together years later and remember it as one of those little college memories. Just food for thought. And one final little pro tip I have for you before I finish this video is don't try to figure out your entire college life in 1 week. Trial and error, my friend. I made a lot of mistakes throughout college every single year. And I went through both undergrad and grad school. So go easy on yourself and live light. Thanks for watching. Extra videos in the description, along with some products I recommend for college. And I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.